Okay, welcome to Crypto Hub Malta, everyone. I am so glad to see you here tonight because half of Crypto Hub went to Dubai this week to attend a conference that shall not be named out of jealousy, and the other half went to Valletta to the firework festival. So most likely we are going to witness some firework from the terrace here, just this way in Valletta. I hope it will only start after the presentation. Yeah. My name is Ferris and we are Crypto Hub Malta. Crypto Hub Malta is a blockchain community here in Malta where we share knowledge and learn about blockchain technology. And today I want to make a little introduction because we are a non-profit. Most of us are volunteers. Some functions are sourced out, but we are all part of the community. And tonight I want to make officially the introduction to the smile of Crypto Hub. Venus, our receptionist, please say hello. Everyone, this is Venus. Now the reason why I introduce her today is because I cannot disclose any details, but she may or may not have received some Bitcoin 2 weeks ago as part of her job. And the amazing thing that happened is that those Bitcoins, they went up 20% in price. And that is really great, but I realized something. And that is, if Venus comes here every week, and let's say we assume she gets paid in Bitcoin every week, that is the only financial advice that I can give to someone. Because you know that we don't give out financial advice, right? We don't like to go to jail, so we don't give financial advice. But what Venus is doing by receiving a payment in Bitcoin every week is nothing but euro average buying Bitcoin every week. And that is how we can be a community where the receptionist can be a millionaire. Okay. Also, I wanted to really introduce Venus. Most of you have seen her. We're going to have this in the future for all the people that are professionally involved with Crypto Hub, so we can give them a shout out and just introduce them. Venus is also working as a model. She's also working in production shows for the film industry here in Malta. So if you have a gig, you're looking for a model for a shooting, for any advertisement or anything, go say hello to Venus. Also, if you are a geek sitting with your favorite shitcoin, Venus has a Bitcoin wallet. And if you would like to explain her your favorite crypto project that is not Bitcoin, help her to set up a wallet for that coin so she can receive a little donation. Okay. Do with that what you want. We are getting started now. Thank you very much, Venus. Let me just go through my own notes if I forgot something else, and of course I did, because I love to make more boring announcements. I said we are a blockchain community. We have a website called cryptohubmalta.org. Go check it out. I'm going to put this up later. This is a QR code for POAP. The POAP is a proof of attendance. It is a cryptographic proof that we are going to use to distribute the voting rights in our community in the future. Meaning, if you have this, you will have a vote and can decide what we are going to do next. Also, you are going to have a prime preferential treatment if you have them and collect them. So, for example, a couple of weeks ago, we did a boat trip. It was a boat trip on a speedboat that was sponsored by somebody. And then we said, those who have the most POAPs, they will get access to this boat first. And guess what? It was a POAP boat trip on a 900 horsepower speedboat. That was really fun. So try to collect those POAPs. We are going to show them every week and they're completely free to claim. There's no gas. You just need to put your wallet or your email address and then you have it. And it's a proof that you've been here and that should be rewarded with ownership. We have a live stream. Okay, we are going to a little loop here. The live stream goes out to our partner community in Bucharest, Crypto Hub Bucharest. Hello to you. We are going to have an eye on the comments that you have today in case that you have some questions, and we are going to read them up so you can be part of the Q&A and interactively involved, as well as to the community of SunContract, who's also streaming this on their platforms, because they are based in Slovenia. They have most of the activities there. They are also in Malta, and they are expanding to Croatia and Estonia. I got this right? So in case somebody is watching from Estonia or from Croatia or hopefully from Slovenia, shout out to you as well, and please post your questions and we are going to integrate them into the Q&A. Just, I didn't arrange this so well. We are obviously also on Instagram, we are on Facebook, and if you want to do something nice, go and give us a shout out on Facebook. Today, only 26 people, they had the time to do one click. It costs nothing, it's always for free, and this support would be really valuable for us, so other people, they can discover this as well. Okay, I've been doing a thorough introduction here now, and I am going to pass the microphone to Aymen, who is the Strategic Director of SunContract, and he is going to tell us a little bit of what they do, but SunContract is a very special project, highly regulated in Slovenia. That means what they do is legal, it is actually legal, and more importantly, they are not just one project that launched a token out of thin air. This is actually something that is based on real solar systems that are existing, that are physically, that work, that produce electricity, and that are super important. I hope we all understand what the next iteration of this is about, because they have been launching some NFTs. We are going to listen to that now. Everyone, welcome to SunContract and Aymen.
Can I see it here? Okay, thank you. Hello, everyone, and thank you for being here instead of Dubai or Valletta. So I appreciate it a lot. Okay, so my name is Aymen. I'm strategic director of the group and the CEO of SunContract Malta, who is holding the crypto license. So today I'm gonna present for you present to you the SunContract ecosystem. But first, before we go into this, I just wanted to make sure that everybody understands something, that we are not a crypto company pure player. We are, let's say it, we are electricity company, but we are like, think about us like a Jedi of electricity company, and the crypto is our lightsaber. It's just a tool for us. It's just our arm. That's what SunContract is. So first of all, let's talk about a little bit about the traditional model of electricity, which has been like the same thing for hundreds of years, yeah. Which is like one electricity company. They buy energy from producer, could be nuclear power plant, could be solar panel farms, could be wind turbine, any kind of producer. So this electricity company buys the production, for example, for 100 euro per megawatt hour, and then they put a margin and they sell it back to you, to the end customer, at 150, for example. So they buy low and they sell high, which is normal. It's just their business model since the dawn of life. So this is traditional model. We at SunContract, we saw that, okay, this traditional model is okay for the past 100 years, but still there is an opportunity here. And like they say, like the nature abhors a void. So we saw this opportunity to take all the bad things that the traditional model has and use the blockchain and turn it into our favor. With that being said, so we want a renewable energy sector that is decentralized, democratized, and digitalized, with access to everyone. That's how we created SunContract. So SunContract is an electricity company, but we don't buy and sell energy. We just created a platform on the blockchain where producers of only renewable energy sell directly to the end customer. And we do the settlement. Think about us like you are ordering food from Walt, for example. And you order from this restaurant, and you are paying the app, obviously, but the app is paying the restaurant, and the app is delivering for you the food. It's just exactly the same thing, because we are electricity company. We are delivering for you the electricity, but at the price you agreed with the producer. We don't care about the price you are deciding, whether you decide 1,000 euro or €0, we don't care. Whatever price is decided, we just do the settlement, and that's it. That's how, so the model now started from this one. You see here, it's like centralized around this utility company, to this one. Where? To this one. So everybody can be a producer and everybody can be a consumer. With that being said, you can ask me, okay, what's the role of the blockchain here? So the producer doesn't know the consumer, and he does not need to. He just needs to trust the smart contract, because as soon as the consumer touches the button to turn on the light, his metering point, like everybody has a metering point, his metering point is talking to the blockchain, and the blockchain is paying that producer who agreed with him in each hour. So what does this mean? It means that every producer is getting paid each hour instead of monthly or quarterly from the utility company, and the consumer is buying electricity at a lower price. And also the producer is selling at a higher price, because that margin in the middle got deleted. We killed the middleman. Now it's just direct peer-to-peer between them. So you can ask me now, okay, but how do I know how much I'm going to consume? Which is a legitimate question here. Well, this all peer-to-peer is just the tip of the iceberg, because below the surface we have an AI and machine learning system that studies your consumption behavior, and we know at 95% confidence how much you're going to consume for the next day, 2 days, up to 3 years in advance. And we give you the option. And here, for example, the consumer's order, and here the producer order. And the consumer can go to our platform and say, okay, I want to cover my consumption for the next day or 2 or 3 years up, I don't know, like for 100 euros. And one of the producer will like his price, and boom, click on it, and that's it. He will be consuming that energy on that price. Or else, the producer, for example, you can say, okay, I will sell 100 megawatt hour, for example, at 100.
This was just a test.
Yeah, so the producer also can say, okay, I'm gonna sell 100 megawatt hour of electricity at 100 euro, and the consumer, if he likes the price, he can click on it, and boom, he can consume at that specific price. We have in the ecosystem, in our ecosystem, some like families or houses that installed solar panels on their roof. So since they installed solar panel on their roof, from our perspective, they are producers, and the excess, they can sell it and they decide the price. Or the majority of our ecosystem, which is like something we discovered, they are selling it, they giving it for free. Like they put 0.001 euro for tax purposes, and that's it. They giving it for free to their mother, to their sister. And the point is, with SunContract, you literally own your energy, and you master your energy. And even if you are a consumer and you don't have solar panels on your roof, and you live in an apartment, for example, we still have a solution for these guys. And this solution comes from tokenization of real-world asset. I'm not going to go over this benefits of tokenization, like fractionalization, like 24/7 market. We all are crypto nerds, and we know this. So I'm going to move to the next step. So the idea is this. We tokenize solar panels, so we are not tokenizing the asset that is generating the revenue. We are not tokenizing the revenue. So from legal perspective, it's different here, because if you tokenize the energy, you are a commodity. And this open like a whole lot of things from legal perspective. So we are tokenizing the asset that is generating the revenue. For example, we started the first farm. The first farm here in Slovenia, in Višnja. Back it was in March 2024. But it's all sold out, by the way. And the idea is this: one solar panel equal one NFT. And the holder of the NFT, if he lives in a country where we have electricity license, for now, Slovenia. We just got the license in Croatia and Estonia, and more to come, like maybe Austria next, we will see. But anyway, if the holder of the NFT lives in countries where we are provider of electricity, he can consume the energy in his house. And that's what we want to bring to our community, that they can own solar panels without actually need to install anything. They just hold these NFTs. So let's say you live in an apartment, for example. You live in an apartment in Slovenia. You cannot install physical solar panels on your roof because you don't have a roof, right? So you just buy those NFTs and boom, whatever is produced by the underlying solar panel, you can consume it in your house. If you consume less than you produce, that excess production, you can sell it in our peer-to-peer energy trading platform, and the revenue is put in your wallet. But these NFTs can be bought from anywhere in the world. But we are only present in 3 countries. So whoever holds the NFT, like let's say, I don't know, like in Dubai, for example, or in Malta, if he holds the NFT, that energy, he can sell it, because if he holds the NFT from our perspective in our platform, he is a producer of renewable energy. So he can sell his energy in our peer-to-peer, he can choose the price, or he can tell us, okay, just sell it for me. And the revenue is put in his wallet, as simple as that. So NFT holders can either earn or consume the energy in their houses. So this is the NFT marketplace. Here it's different collection. Each collection is representing a solar farm, specific solar farm that is already installed, not future built. You can see that all of them are sold out except one, I think. Now it's also sold out already. Okay, too bad. So each NFT we will show the expected production, like the expected yearly production, the power, and when you hold the NFT, you can see your production history and your production forecast, and also your revenue in your wallet here. In your wallet, you can track all the production, the consumption, because it's like a common wallet for our peer-to-peer user and NFT users. As I said, NFT holders are for us as producers, so they are part of our platform. So here they can say, they can see everything. It's like a dashboard for them. Okay, so our achievement, like we did a lot since 2018 already. What's the biggest milestone for me is like 2022 when we reached 10,000 user. Why is it big for me, like personally? Because it was a big journey in a sense that not only from regulator perspective, they give us hell, but also even from our users. Our users, like they were like, no, this is too good to be true. There must be a scam somewhere. But as I said, we are regulated electricity company, but we are also regulated crypto company, because for producer and consumers, we are wallet providers. We provide wallet for them so that they can trade electricity, but also for the NFT holders. And also, when I say we are electricity company, most of our users, they don't even understand crypto. They don't care. They just want to trade, to give their electricity to his mama or to his sister, whatever. So for him, he doesn't need to see this blockchain part. He just pay with credit card, with euro, and that euro we exchange for them into SNC token to satisfy the smart contract, and the producer can off-ramp in euro. So our roadmap is a continuation of our progress so far. In Q3, we will start tokenizing third parties solar farm, because up until now we were tokenizing our own solar farms, which is a strategic decision because it is the first in the world, and we wanted to give like a precedent to the world that we are not scammers, that it is working. And so after we talk, now we are our 7th farm already, 7th collection. So we will start now tokenizing third parties farm, of course in countries where we are present. And MiCA compliance, we just got the license in December, and now we are working into our conversion. We will expand to other European countries, And also, we are expanding the peer-to-peer in other European countries. And this will allow us to provide our user with another service. We call it cross-border peer-to-peer. We just got the license in Croatia, if you remember. And you can ask me why Croatia, why we went first to Croatia. Why not, for example, Austria? Both are neighbors of Slovenia. So there are roughly 50,000 Slovenians. They own summer houses in Croatia because Croatia is sunny and all of this. So they can install solar panels in their roof in Croatia, but they consume in real time their production in Slovenia. That's what we call cross-border peer-to-peer. And this will be allowed next year maybe, Q4. Yeah, that's about it. And thank you very much, guys. Thank you for coming. And shoot me if you have any questions. Yeah, sure.
I'm just curious, are you a part of the critical infrastructure in your country already? Yes, as in the EU, yes. You are a provider? Okay, it means you are certified in the European Union NIS 2 and ISO 27001, I guess. Because as a part of critical infrastructure in the European Union, you have to deliver your service 24/7 in this case. You have with payments to do, you have with electricity to do. It was my question, if you are part of. Thank you.
So what does it mean to be electricity provider in Europe, at least in Europe? You need to be what we call a balanced responsible party. Because if you are providing electricity with two people, they need to have electricity 24/7 first. And also, you need to be balancing your producers and your consumers to be balanced at each 15 minutes. And if you break this balance, you risk creating congestion to the grid and blackout, like what happened now in Spain and Portugal, and you pay a lot of fines. So yes, we are a balanced responsible party, and we need to be balanced each 15 minutes. Yeah.
The spare microphone is working now, so. Okay.
Hello, first of all, thank you for the talk. I found it really interesting, and it seems like you are disrupting the space, which is what crypto is about, so amazing for that.
Thank
I have
you.
2 questions. One has to do with the sustainability of the fixed rate that you do with the customers, right? People can quote a price that they want to pay their electricity for, and then a supplier will take the price if they want to, right? Yeah. My first question is, how do you guarantee that rate will be sustainable, if it's especially a long-term rate? And the second question has to do with the tokenomics for suppliers. So are you paying in stablecoin or native token? And if it's native token, are you inflating the APR, or is it just organic APR as the profit brings you for the company? Thank you.
Good question. Thank you very much. So legally speaking, only licensed company can have a contract with a producer and a consumer. So that was the first step. So the producer, there is a contractual relationship with SunContract, and for the consumer, also the contractual relationship. What we are allowing them to decide is the price, because normally, think about it this way: electricity company will buy energy and they sell it, and it will sell it to the consumer. Think about it that we are buying the energy from that producer at the price he agreed with that consumer. We are electricity provider. We are providing the consumers with this electricity that we bought from that producer at that agreed price. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, that makes sense, but how can you guarantee the rate will be sustainable in the long term? I mean, if there is a supply shock or something, you will have to find a different party to buy the electricity from, no?
Okay, yeah, so good question also. So electricity is like a pool. It's not like there is a direct line between that producer and the consumer. Everybody is to put into that pool and like a bucket. And the consumer getting out of that bucket. So because we are balanced responsible party, we are also part of electricity exchanges. So let's say if this producer, for example, I don't know, something happened to him, he's not producing. That consumer is still buying, he still gets the electricity, he's not gonna shut down. He still gets the electricity, but it will not be at his producer, it will be at a spot price. That's it. So think about it this way. We are allowing them the option to decide the price if the nature allows it. We cannot fight the nature, but still we need to provide them with the electricity. So either he provide for example, I give you another example. If this consumer, for example, he says, okay, I want to cover 80% of my consumption at 100 euro. So he will pay for that 80% at 100 euro, and the 20% remaining he will be paying at the spot price.
Okay. The second question, sorry, had to do with the tokenomics of the token. So you're paying in your native token to the NFT owners. Is the yield that they're getting, is it inflated like in some DeFi protocols, or they are just getting the real yield that is coming from the...
So you are talking now about the NFT holders, right? Not
Yes.
about the peer-to-peer.
Yes.
Yeah. So the NFT is linked to one solar panel. That solar panel is producing energy, and that energy is sold on the peer-to-peer. Whatever that price is, whatever that revenue is going to the NFT holder, because it is sold in our peer-to-peer energy trading platform with SNC token. Everybody is buying with SSC token. So whatever that SSC token is, it will be in the wallet of the NFT holder. We are not doing any like inflation or anything. And
Thank
by
you.
the way, all the SSC token is in the market already. So we don't hold only the part of the SSC that is inside the platform for the trading of between producer and consumer. That will, I think it's like 40% of the total supply now is locked. Like it's like a TVL in our platform.
Thank you.
We have a question from the gentleman over there, but before that, I'm going to read out one of our online questions that came in, if that's all right. Yeah. Aymen?
Yes,
I'm going to take it. Good. How can community members participate in the governance of future developments? And this is, by the way, also relevant for CryptoHop and for the POAPs with the governance. So same question.
Well, we are not a DAO. We are not a DAO. We are just a private company using crypto as a tool. So if he is asking about, okay, what can happen if I can buy the SNC token, what will happen to it? This I can answer. Because our SNC token is unlike any other token or crypto in the out there, at least the majority of them. It is linked by to a real economy. So it's simple. If we open another country, there will be more people buying the SNC token to pay for the electricity. So the SNC token will be appreciated because of its demand. If we tokenize more farms, there will be more people buying SNC token to buy the NFTs, so that the the SNC token is appreciated. So that's the only, that's how our SNC token is appreciated over time. It's just driven by real economy.
Okay, but that would then be the balancing mechanism for the, so to say, participation in the community, by balancing and by interacting differently compared to the amount of solar panels to the SNC token.
No, we don't have this. It's not, as I said, we are not a pure crypto player. We are just using it as a tool for electricity services.
Anyway, next question here, then there, then there, then there. Whoops.
Thank you. Well, first of all, good afternoon and thank you for your presentation.
Thanks.
I am interested in the MiCA compliance part of the project, and especially why did you come to use an NFT token instead of a security token or utility token?
Well, because if it's a security token, it's a big headache. So that's why we are not using the security token. And also, from legal perspective, also, the solar panel owner can only sell energy to the electricity provider. So legally, it's not structured as he owned the asset, but he has a claim over the fruit of that asset. And this is not a security per se.
Okay, so this basically gives you more freedom of movement in your environment
Exactly.
that you created. But
But this is not MiCA, by the way. This is just a security. It's like MiFID regulation. This one.
all right, but won't it give you MiCA compliance problems maybe in the future? Did you think about them?
MiCA, look, if we are to expand to other European countries, we are regulated under two hats, as I said. Energy regulation and crypto regulation. Why? Because MiCA said if you are wallet provider or doing any kind of exchange, you need a license. We are doing exchange from SNC token to euro because our customers do not care about crypto. And also we are wallet providers for our producers and consumers. So from that point, we need a crypto license. So we are expanded to other European countries. We need one license of electricity in each country. That's unfortunately it's the electricity regulation in Europe. You need the license in each country, but one license in Europe, MiCA, to serve all of European country. So that's why we needed this MiCA.
Yeah. Okay, so cost-wise, I guess it would be easier to get electricity selling license instead of
Then we will be just a normal electricity company. There's no peer-to-peer anymore.
Fine. Thank you.
Thanks.
Next question over here.
Hi. How does SunContract make money, like besides tokenizing the farms? And yeah, how do you fund the new
good
farms
question.
and decide where to put them?
Actually, good question. You can tell me, okay, but you remove the margin between producer and consumer. So how the hell are you surviving? So for consumers, like everybody consumer, like retail consumers, we are taking €2 per electricity bill. It's nothing. And from the producers or big
how often do you bill?
Huh?
How often do you bill?
Each month.
Okay.
Each month, not each day. So and from producers, we are getting €2 per 1 megawatt hour sold in our platform. And from big consumers like businesses, big businesses, we are taking €2 per megawatt hour bought from our platform. That's how we are making. And from the NFT side, we are taking 20%. This 20% goes to the insurance, to the landowner, like to all the stakeholders that makes that NFT product viable. So we take 20%, part of it our revenue, but a lot of it is our costs to make this happen.
Okay, so after a farm is completely tokenized and all the ownership went to NFT holders, you don't get anything of the revenue that's actually...
No, we are taking 20% of that revenue.
Ah, okay.
But if we were because so far we are tokenizing our own farms.
Yeah.
But if we will tokenize third-party farms, that's also we will also take revenue from the primary market sales.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your presentation.
Thanks.
Actually, I have a question about stabilizing the electricity system, because stabilizing
Okay.
the electricity system, you're just selling the solar panels, or also the battery systems to stabilize the system, to save energy, and let's say solar energy is at the moment, as far as I informed, like sold less for 1 cent.
Actually,
kilowatts.
that is very smart. That is very smart because this is our next product. Because so far we are tokenizing the solar panels. So the solar panels, whatever is produced during the day, gets sold, and the revenue is put in the wallet, or whatever is produced is consumed. We are now working on tokenizing a couple, like solar panel and a battery capacity storage.
Battery farm.
Yeah, but it's easier said than done, because if you fractionalize the battery, it might be a security. So we will think about a way so that the idea is this: instead of the solar panel, like the production of that solar panel is sold during the day when the prices are low, that production is stored during the day and sold at night when the prices are higher. So it will be a higher yield for NFT holders.
Correct.
Yeah.
Sorry. When do you think it will be happening with the battery farms or battery saving or whatever?
I think no later than the beginning of 2026.
Okay, thank you.
Beginning of 2026, it has to be done.
Okay, I'm intervening again because there is a question from Bucharest this time, so I'm just going to read it up. How do you measure that the quantity bought was actually produced and pushed into the system?
For the NFT or for the peer-to-peer?
I think for the electricity.
For the electricity. So how do you?
If you hear us in Bucharest, please tell us what exactly you mean. But how do you measure that the quantity bought was actually produced and pushed into the system?
Okay, first of all, every producer and every consumer has a metering point that is provided by the government, like official data provided by the government. We are reading that metering point, which is also. It reminded me also to a question about when we are like having the MiCA license about money laundering. Like they were like the MFSA. They were said, okay, but why do you need money laundering? Because you cannot do any money laundering. There is no transaction out of thin air. All the transactions are linked to electricity metering point that is providing us the data, and because of that data, there is a transaction on the blockchain. So how we are making sure that it's actually produced by the metering point.
Thank you very much. I hope that clears up the question. I told them if they want to know better, they better clarify, and then they take it on Telegram. Then there was a question here.
Okay, thank you so far. You told that your NFTs are sold out. Your NFT collections are sold out right now.
I don't know which collection is sold out or which not. I think it's sold out now.
Yeah, but I'm curious, how much does one cost, and what is the revenue?
Okay.
Over the years.
Okay.
It's a basic question.
Good question. So the cost of one NFT, it depends on the power of the underlying solar panel. So far we issued NFTs for 100 euro, for 150 euro. We issued also for 300 euros per NFT. So it depends on the power of the solar panel, and the revenue. We cannot tell you. It's illegal for us to tell you you are promised 20% revenue or whatever. Why? Because the revenue depends on two factors. One of them is the weather, because it's linked to the production, and also to the electricity prices. The electricity prices are variable. We don't know what will be the electricity prices next day or next hour, for example. So if we promise you a certain yield, we are in the breach of the law. We cannot promise you this. But what we can promise you is the expected production. Expected production, as I say. It's not certain production, but expected at 95% certainty. This we can legally, we can promise you, but this is here. Where is it? It's not working. You see here? That's why here we are talking about production. Production history and production forecast. And it's up to the NFT holder to do his own homework about what he expects the prices to be, and then he can calculate his own yield. But we, of course, we are giving him the statistics of his realized revenue.
But just so I can forget the question, can you give me some basic figure? If I buy an NFT for, let's say, 150 euros, just an experience value.
Then you're gonna hold it against me?
No, you're sold out anyway right now. But
Yeah, but you can buy them in the secondary market. It's not
Okay,
like
okay, okay.
yeah.
So some experiences. Just to get an idea about the return on investment.
Some days, in some seasons, let's say we get 40%. Some season like 5%. Some season 10%. It really depends. It really depends. And we don't have a deep track record here. We are just launched exactly 1 year ago. And some of the farms we launched last couple of months. So there is no depth in it.
Okay, I just feel like as a potential buyer, this would be the first question I have if I want to buy an NFT.
Yeah, a potential buyer to earn.
Yeah.
But you have to keep in mind that 95% of our NFT holders, they just buy the NFT to consume the energy in the house.
Oh, I see. Okay.
A small portion of them, they are buying to earn. I mean, as I say, like 20%. 20% is minimum. Yeah.
It's an annual
Yeah.
revenue on an NFT.
Yeah.
That's a good business.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, please.
But this is not a financial.
I was about to say,
Hold on.
stop making Aymen uncomfortable.
Hold
He doesn't
on.
want to go to jail. Please,
Hold
don't
on.
make him say it. But it sounds like a good deal, technically totally feasible. Thank you for this update. Is there one or two very important last questions? There's one important last question. We're going to take it. And then you can hammer him at the bar about these intimate questions. Here we go.
So really great initiative, very interesting. Something that is quite interesting is whether the markets across Europe would be harmonized under one price, or whether there'll be like different spot prices per country.
It's different. It's different per country. Yeah, they cannot. Some countries they did some subsidies to it, especially during the corona pandemic. So it's not a harmonized price by no means.
So would a party be able to arbitrage within one market to another, or is that not possible?
Theoretically, you can buy energy from producer here, and they cannot, because if you buy the energy, you have to consume it. You cannot sell it back. So there's no way you can do this. It's not an exchange of electricity here. It's just a peer-to-peer marketplace between a production point and a consumption point.
That's it for the Q&A for now. Thank you very much, Aymen.
Thank you, guys.
Before you run away, I have one question for you, and that is in our own regard, because we are planning a trip to Katowice in Poland. In Katowice, there is someone who's very enthusiastic about blockchain technology, and that person invited us to come from Malta to go to Katowice. But you know what's even closer than Katowice in Poland? Slovenia. So maybe we're going to do a Crypto Hub Slovenia, if that is possible, with the local.
Yes, guys. Yes, come.
Okay, there we have it on camera.
You are all invited to see our see our offices also, because it's weird. I know it's weird for a lot of people to see. Oh, electricity and blockchain. It's a scam. Trust me, it's not a scam.
We go to verify, because it's good to trust, but better to verify. And with that, I've been shamelessly abusing to advertise our trip, because this is not a joke. We are going to do it. We are right now 4 people that are signed up to go to Katowice on May 29th. That's a Thursday after the meetup here on Wednesday. And we're going to stay for 2 nights. This partner there is helping us with the logistics, so transportation is taken care of. Everyone who wants to come, they have to buy their own plane ticket. And then we have a hotel where we're going to stay, a nice hotel that is reduced 50% by the partners there in Poland. So come hit me up or post something in the Telegram group if you want to come. Last thing I want to say, we don't have it here on the poster, but of course we are eternally grateful, and this would never be possible without our strong supporters, and that is WH Partners. If you have some legal questions, I think you also spoke to them a little bit about some legalities, and you are safe now.
We also met in Paris like a couple of weeks ago.
They're everywhere. WH Partners, if you're looking for some crypto lawyers, they can help you with that. We have Simply Staking, their Maltese blockchain infrastructure company. This is maybe more for you if you're looking for a safe staking opportunity or are a little bit more tech savvy and want to build something with their stack. And last but not least, there's the Bit Research. They are doing blockchain research, and obviously they are all in Dubai today. So, thank you for that. Next week, we are going to talk about spirituality and blockchain. It's called Spirit, Crypto, and AI. And this is not a joke, this is very serious. See you then, and see you at the bar. Namaste.